My 9-year-old's TV is quickly starting to lose its life, and right now, due to circumstances, I can't afford to buy him a new one. Sad face. He loves to game and watch movies on his TV, so I'd hate to see him end up without one. Is anyone parting ways with a TV that'll last a good while? Preferably 50-inch, due to him being big into gaming and whatnot, but obviously open to any other offers. Thanks in advance. I wonder, is that TV for your son or for you? Hey everyone, Noble Xenon here, and welcome back to some more Choosing Beggars. It's the big 100. Let's get started. So, a lot of Choosing Beggars want TVs today, apparently. Is there a generous soul out there willing to part with a working 65-inch Roku TV? We're struggling to find a replacement after ours was damaged during the move. We're also on the hunt for a 55-inch TV for my daughter's room and a queen-size bed to complete her new space. If you have any leads or know someone who can help, we'd be eternally grateful. We're excited to start fresh in our new home. Damn, moving into a new home but not enough budget for a new TV. But it's gotta be these specific ones. And Earth to Bobby says, do you have any leads? Yeah, it's called The Store. And now we go from TVs to cars. Choosing Beggar wants my car for free. Sob story and everything. Sob stories are a Choosing Beggar classic. OP selling a 2009 Mitsubishi Lancer for $3,800. Hello, is this still available? Because I would love to talk to you about it if I may, says the Choosing Beggar. OP replies, yes, are you interested? Well, I am, but the thing is I don't have the money for it right now, but me and my family with a 16-year-old have to walk everywhere, and my dad's problems with his legs, so it's very hard on him, and a mother who is blind. So, you want my car for free, or what? I wish, but I know that's not going to happen. No, it's definitely not. Okay, but I'll see how I can get the money together. The big question is, if you can't afford the car, how are you going to be able to afford to maintain the car, insure it, and of course the gas? For this next one, they eat better than I do. Need help buying meat for my son. Hi everyone, yes, it's me again. No, there's no need to tell me I posted here a few times. Mods knows. So looks like we have ourselves a frequent poster here, constantly needing help. Already infamous among the Reddit mods. I'm about to be in a positive on my budget, should be over next month finally. I've caught up on bills and late rent, now I only need about $80 to finish the month. After that I'll be $20 to $40 surplus in my budget. So if you're gonna have a surplus after that, why are you asking for $80? You could ask for less and you'll be more likely to get the money. Maybe they're just trying to start next month's begging early. Anyway, they need ground pork 3 to 4 pounds, chicken, either chicken nuggets, whole chicken, chicken legs, sausages, bacon cheddar sausages, pork chops, maybe 1 steak, potatoes, and eggs, and if I still have a few bucks left after that, cheddar cheese. He's autistic, so what he eats is kind of limited and food banks here are overwhelmed. If anyone can please help without passing judgment, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for your time. I prefer Interac e-transfers, but also have PayPal. And apparently their post history is wild. Every single one begging for money for their autistic son and disabled daughter. It goes back over 2 years. And like 2 weeks ago, they were complaining about a Netflix show. Interesting. This next one's asking for a huge favor. Is there anyone in the Aurora area that would be willing to drive me to the Ren Fair Saturday? My boyfriend was gonna bring me, but his plans changed. I know I'm new and no one knows me, but I don't want to go by myself and I don't have a car. I would prefer to ride with a woman and or more than one person. And I don't have any money to get in. I would have the money, but someone bailed on a commission, so I'm at odds. Comment or DM me, please. I'm not trying to take advantage of anyone. That is the last thing I want to do. This would be my first Ren Fair. Thank you. I will hopefully see some of you Sunday. So you don't just need a free ride. You need a free ticket too, but you bury it deep in that paragraph. This next one's in desperate need of a roommate, but I swear to friggin' God, you better not mention my crazy MF attitude/temper or I will absolutely lose it. Anyone need a roommate? I'm in desperate need of a place to live. These last few months have been pretty shitty no matter what I do. Hell, the last few years have been something out of a psychological horror flick. No matter what I do or say, because of who I am and who I will always be, my temper and personality get used against me. The thing is, IDGAMFF. What anyone thinks about me. It's not my business what these other people have in their heads. Trying to make it out like I'm crazy won't get you too far, lol. My point is, just because I'm crazy and loud and I don't give a F doesn't excuse others' tacky personality flaws. Nor does it grant you some imaginary pass to shit all over everything that differs from your fragile, loosely strewn together belief structure. You don't get to treat people like that just because you were unable to manipulate your way into someone's mind, panties, or atmosphere. What has happened with people? Wait, so you say people are making you out to be crazy, then you say you're crazy? What? Anyway, y'all want to stand out so bad, yet y'all are still allowing these out here to dictate your actions and sway your judgment. Stop being so friggin' weak-minded. We all know I'm nuts. Duh! You don't get to treat people like they ain't shit and not suffer the consequences of your actions. People like this, men like this, hate women. Facts. I will never make these mistakes again. That being said, I need a place to stay ASAP immediately. Never doubt your instincts, always believe in your own abilities, don't let these unloyal hoes dictate your next move, and when you spot them, you got them. Act accordingly. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Really sounds like there may have been some previous incidents. And ranting about those previous issues you may have had is not gonna help your case when finding somewhere to live. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, then why not like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell? We go to Facebook for this next one. Hello all, I have a porch that is roughly 12 by 15. I'm looking to sell it, as it would be a great reclaimed wood project. Reclaimed wood is very popular, and I have no place to stand it down and renew it and store it. It's painting, but a good sanders would do well. I'm asking $200, and you must come take it apart and remove it all that same day. I can't do it because of my disease. I just won't have the strength. Please let me know. You could make your money back reselling the wood once it's reclaimed, so lots of perks. I live in a mobile home community, so that is why it needs to be done fairly quick. And the porch itself is shown at the bottom of the post. And colon cleanse by fire, that sounds painful, says yes, reclaimed barnwood can be worth something. Pressure treated and painted deckwood, not so much. Shouldn't even be used for firewood. And another comment here, the day after it's removed, in dire need of a new carpenter or contractor just starting out who is willing to make a new porch for my mobile home. It would look great as a first job for a new company to put on their website or portfolio. I'm in desperate need and only have $150. I'd offer more, but disease. Needs to be done during daylight hours, but after 1 p.m. You will need to provide any permits as well. I need this done ASAP. Please don't judge me or leave rude comments. Did I miss anything? Yeah, they would probably want it all done the same day. Other than that, you absolutely nailed it. And for this next one, let's hear it for the Parents of the Year! So, y'all, times have changed since I was a kid. A family, 4 kids came up in the stairwells trick-or-treating. No big deal. Unfortunately, we gave all our candy out already. Their parents asked us to give them money, €5 a kid, because they were disappointed. What the hell? Rude-ass people around here! Y'all and euro is a combo I did not expect. Since when are people asking for money on Halloween? This next one is tired. Please pay for my family and I to have fried chicken for dinner. It would be greatly appreciated. And of course it's from a local Buy Nothing group, because Choosing Beggars love to take Buy Nothing a little too literally. Happy Sunday, ladies! I feel exhausted today, especially taking care of my 5-month and other kids, and I just wanted to get my kids and myself a fried chicken meal or any hot meal from a store fast food. And if possible, a dessert. At least they're not demanding the dessert. I can pick up depending on where the food place is, or if you prefer to have it delivered to me, I can give details on Messenger. If anyone would like to help, please let me know so I can message. It would be very much appreciated. And they do show a few of the comments from the Buy Nothing group, just ladies again, eh? And they reply, ladies and gentlemen, I think there should be a ruling, no asking for help unless you show your face. That way we know if someone is taking advantage and using their kids for the sympathy card. Wonder if there's places that teach how to budget the food until their next pay period. My grandmother had 7 kids, no husband, never had to ask for help. My mom learned from her mother to stretch her food in coins. I just see so many turning to Facebook when there's so many food banks. Angel One Foundation on Fridays at Habitat Park is amazing. Nowadays with social media and the internet, it's just so easy to go online and beg. You can kinda separate yourself from the shame in a way, especially when you can beg anonymously. Another comment, we all get tired and broke, but we do not ask others to take care of it. I find these posts to be ridiculous. These meals are insanely expensive, sobbing emoji. This next one just needs a new liner, nothing much. Needs liner, you can come take it down. Skull emoji, 225. Look at the absolute state of that thing. Yeah, I think it needs a little more than just a liner. And not to mention that absolutely disgusting water you'd have to deal with. That looks like a potential health hazard, good lord. This next one is looking for charity housing super chill, and would even consider celebrities, oh wow. Seeking kind-hearted room rental in Hollywood Hills, Beverly Hills, or West Hollywood. Hello, my name is Choosing Beggar. I'm a 50-year-old woman, though many people often assume I'm in my 30s. I have a youthful appearance and spirit to match. I'm looking for a peaceful, clean, private room, something comfortable to a comfortable motel or hotel room with its own bathroom in either Hollywood Hills, Beverly Hills, or West Hollywood. Oh wow, gotta be these quite expensive places too. This space could be a room in someone's home, family or bachelor, or an ADU in the back. I understand that what I'm asking for would normally rent for $1,200 to $2,000 a month. However, I can only afford $400 to $750 a month as I receive $785 on the first of each month. I'm looking for someone who may already know me or who simply wants to do something kind and is willing to offer this space at a fraction of its value as an act of compassion or goodwill, like one might do through charity. This must not be in exchange for work or intimacy. I'm not available for that, and I cannot be pressured or questioned about finding a job. I need a pressure-free environment to land and reset. Unfortunately, this is real life we're talking here. We don't exactly get the privilege of a pressure-free environment. I would be willing to help with a few light chores, at least there's that, but nothing that resembles a job. I'm quiet, clean, respectful, drug-free, smoke-free, no children, pets, or guests. I take excellent care of rooms and often rent motels on my own. Ideally, I'd like to move in today or tomorrow, good luck with that, and since I won't have funds until the 1st, I need someone willing to let me stay the rest of the month rent-free. Wow. And this next part is wild. I would even be open to renting from someone like Keanu Reeves if he happens to be reading this. You're acting as if celebrities are just out here reading random Craigslist posts, just eager to let random strangers into their homes. If you have it in your heart to do something kind and offer a space like this, please reach out. My name is Choosing Beggar once again. Please help me with this, please. This next one starts off with some context. I know some editors who charge 45 to 50 pounds per hour. This job post is asking for 50 pounds for what could be longer than a week's worth of work. Unlimited revisions is way too indefinite. Yeah, it really sounds like they could come up with all kinds of nitpicks causing you to go back a bunch of times to revise and re-edit your work. They're looking for a freelance video editor, Premiere Pro. 50 pounds per project, includes both vertical and horizontal versions. We're looking for freelance editors to join us, a growing startup pop culture channel producing scripted, presenter-led videos for YouTube, TikTok, and Snapchat. Each project consists of one presenter-led episode delivered in 2 formats, a vertical version for TikTok and Snapchat and a horizontal version for YouTube. The total payment per project is 50 pounds, covering both versions. This is a great opportunity for editors who are fluent in English, strong in Premiere Pro, and passionate about creating fast-paced, engaging edits that follow a clear narrative structure. Here's what you'll be editing. Videos between 8 and 12 minutes based on one presenter rush, color and audio already corrected, edited using a script with clip references to guide story flow, delivered in our established house style with thoughtful pacing, subtitles, and B-roll. Here are the deliverables per episode. One vertical video, 1080p with subtitles for TikTok and Snapchat. One widescreen version also in 1080p without subtitles for YouTube. All project files, Premiere Pro files, turnaround within 48 hours from receiving materials. So you better work quickly. Here's the requirements: minimum 3 years experience with Adobe Premiere Pro, English fluency or degree level study in English, strong understanding of storytelling, humor, pacing, and visual clarity, comfortable with remote workflows and consistent delivery. There are unlimited technical revisions, for example resolution, glitches, and subtitle timing, and 2 rounds of creative revisions, at least that's not unlimited, pacing, transitions, and structure as examples. Each completed set counts as 1 paid video. As a startup, we're scaling fast and looking for editors who want to grow with us and help shape a new voice in pop culture storytelling for the digital generation. If interested, which I'm not sure if many people will be, please send examples of relevant work in a short intro. Oh, and write apples, so I know you read the brief. I'm writing bananas, and that's the only thing I'm sending. No videos, no intros, just banana. For this next one, OP is offering discounted prices, but the ChoosingBeggars still wants it free. I, 27-year-old female, am relocating to another city for work and I have to sell some things off so I can as well use the money to get another set. My friend asked me to sell my refrigerator and washing machine to her. Because she's my friend, I had to give her discounted prices. I told her to give me half the amount I bought them. Instead of being grateful, she said she will only pay for a refrigerator while I give her the washing machine for free. Now, why would you pay for one and not the other? That seems a little weird. I refused and she was upset. She said, and I quote, "You even ought not to sell them to me because we are close friends. You should just give them to me for free." I had to tell her that I already have someone willing to pay for it at a higher price if she doesn't want it. She said if I'm not giving her the washing machine for free, then she's not buying the refrigerator. I thought I was being kind, or is reducing the price not kind enough? No, you were being kind enough. They just want free stuff. If you've already got a higher offer, then just sell it to them. This next one's looking for a new home and land. Donations for it, of course. Hi, I'm on SSI and I need to relocate my things from Syracuse, New York to South Carolina to settle in my new home and finally settle in. I'm living in a 24-foot long trailer and no room, an old broken down trailer. My father cut off my financial needs, so with your help it would be taken care of. Or care off, as they put it. I need land with hookup and house with over 1,000 square feet. If you have a single wide, you mean single wide or double wide, that is a huge help. I'm deaf and legally blind. That is why I need a new home to settle for once. If you donate $10,000 or more, you get a coffee mug with Corey Bigheart. Oh wow, a whole coffee mug for $10,000? Incredible! I drew him in my better days. Please consider donate. Thank you so much! For this next one, sign a lease for me because my credit's bad. What could possibly go wrong? Absolutely everything. Please don't do this. Roommate wanted. I'm reaching out to see if anyone is interested in my plan, as I'm certain that I can't be the only one in this predicament as a single lady with rent as ridiculously high as it currently is. I'm in my early 40s, single, and I have 2 teens that live with me part-time. I also have an older dog that I've had his entire life who is very friendly, no aggressive breed. Last year when my lease was up, I moved in with family to restart as I was laid off. Now I'm wanting to get a 4-bedroom house and rent out a room for $700 to $750 a month. And utilities included, as I have done before in the past, but now I'm running into issues when looking for a house to rent because my credit is absolutely shot. No evictions, my student loans, several, started hitting and I can't afford them and my score is very low. I would need someone to sign a year lease with me with decent credit and no prior evictions in order to get qualified, and of course that could pass the background check. The house I would get would be a 4-bedroom, but I would only rent out one of the bedrooms and baths at $750 a month including utilities with access to washer, dryer, Wi-Fi, and community pool if the house I pick has one. But I would need that person to go on the lease with me so the credit score would pass. Reason for this post makes sense. Must be a single person, reliable work history, no animals, and tidy after yourself in kitchen, bathroom, and laundry room. So you can have a pet but they can't? Wow. Just trying to see if anyone would be interested. I keep to myself, my kids are respectful, and work and care for what I have. Let me know if interested in this year opportunity with me renting. Well, it's an opportunity for you, not sure about the other person. Also, I'm looking in these areas. This is just an absolutely insane number of demands to make. And the people are commenting. I understand the predicament you're in, but it also sounds like you need a person, and they also have to be on the lease. The thing is, you're making all the rules, you have a pet, but they can't? Also, you make all the rules of the house. Wouldn't it be better if you were equal in this? Someone else says agreed, and the choosing beggar, who of course is anonymous, says the rent would be around $2,400 and utilities $400, so paying $7 to $750 would be the unequal part, and the unequal part for me as well. I'm not trying to be unfair. I'm just trying to find a roommate that is open to this idea who would find the benefit as I would also. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing very many benefits for them. Just a lot of benefits for you and a lot of risk for them. This next one makes bespoke wooden cups and received this message after agreeing a price. This cup? Yes, and also the pen and goblet. No worries, all with the same inscriptions? Yes. Perfect. How would you like to pay? Thanks. Bank transfer, but need either post or deliver first as my kids need it for their dad and one is in the hospital. Not good. You see, for the perfect sob story, you need to point out specifically that things are not looking good. Anyway, OP replies, okay, sorry, I only do payment up front. Choosing Beggars says, please have a heart, I'm trustworthy. I understand and I'm sorry your family has troubles. Problem is, I've lost hundreds of pounds before in this very situation, so I'm firm in my policy of no payment, no product. Thanks. Lowest price for all and postage. £50 all in for postage included. Goblets are £15, cups are $15, pens are $12, and postage and packaging is at cost. Can you do Father's Day cards? No love, just the products I've shown you. Need one each. Okay, so let me know when you can pay and I'll get working on them. Thanks. Make them now. What about the payment? That's kind of important. And for this next one, I too would like to pay $500 for a house with land. Wanted. Owner financed home with land and zoned to allow us to raise livestock in Louisiana. We want to stay within about an hour's drive from the ocean. My husband lives to fish. We'd like to be near a decent sized city for must-haves, hospital, and job opportunities, but other than that, we just really want the country lifestyle and to raise our own veggies and livestock. Our price range is about $500 a month, give or take a little, with down payment and deposit being roughly the same. Here's a picture to make me stand out more. You know what would make you stand out even more? Offering a fair price. And Playful Robot says, and if that pic shows how she imagines living in the country and raising livestock, good luck. And for this next one, if it's not an iPhone 16, don't bother. So my 20-year-old sister broke her phone. She's been using Samsung and she begged me to get her a new one. I agreed. But since most people her age use iPhones, I thought I could do a little upgrade for her. I thought I was doing her a favor. So I told her I would get her the 13 series, but then she straight up tells me that her best friend is using a 16, and if I wasn't going to buy her a 16, I shouldn't bother. I figured she wasn't joking. And I told her that I wasn't going to get a 16, she'll have to take the 13 or stay without a phone. And she said she knows I can afford it, I'm just being stingy. I told her she's right, I can afford it, but I choose not to and I didn't buy her anything. Yeah, you really don't need the newest phone out there. Phones that are a couple years old work just fine. Also, how ungrateful can your sister be? She literally doesn't have a phone right now. This next one wants 15 acres of land for free. We are a heart-centered group of healers and servants who know it truly takes a village to live a joyful, connected, and meaningful life. We're seeking a generous landowner willing to donate or deeply discount 15 plus acres to help us birth a multifamily international community in North Carolina or nearby. I don't know what's going on in the Carolinas today. This land will serve as the home for a regenerative off-grid haven built on love, healing, and legacy. Well, unfortunately, love, healing, and legacy doesn't pay the bills. It's nice, but it just doesn't. Here's what we're creating together. A multi-dwelling community with small private homes for singles and couples, a covered common area for group meals, events, and ceremony, shared greenhouses, gardens, and animal areas, a community of sacred interdependence, not a commune but a village. A river, creek, or spring on the property is at the top of our wish list, and it'll stay just that, a wish. Here's what we stand for. This isn't about land, it's about life. So why do you need the land? Our vision is guided by a deep commitment to these values: sanctuary, a refuge for healing, reflection, and peace; ancestry and earth, stewarding the land with reverence and regenerative care; community and ceremony, connection, celebration, and shared sacred moments; resilience, self-sufficient systems that honor the natural world; expression, a place where every soul can show up fully and be loved; devotion, to healing, truth, nature, and it gets cut off. Why, you may ask? It's because to be truly devoted, we must disconnect ourselves from this post and connect ourselves with the spirits. By the way, they also want someone with no heirs or elderly and someone who has a spiritual calling to help others. And Ty Blake says, shoot, I have 15 acres that I've been trying to get rid of, but there's no creek or spring on property. Oh well. Oh, and I have heirs, so I can't donate my 20 acres either. Darn, better luck next time. Well, it is what it is. And now she's got money now, so why the hell am I still paying? When my sister was broke because she lost her job, I stepped up and paid for her kids' school fees. It was a stretch for me, but I did it out of love. Now she's back on her feet making money again, and somehow she still expects me to keep paying? Like, what the hell? How did helping her once turn into my permanent responsibility? It's like they get a taste of the free life and they want more and more. For this next one, you have 4 chargers. Why can't I just have one? So I was at the airport during a long layover, sitting near one of those rare charging stations. I had my backpack open and my own little power strip plugged in, not hogging anything, just maximizing space. 1 charger for my phone, 1 for my tablet, and 2 spares in my bag in case others needed one. Then this guy strolls up, sees my setup, and immediately gets this smug look on his face. That's a lot of chargers. You hoarding those, or are you gonna share? I told him he could use the outlet next to mine if he wanted, but he frowned. No, I mean the actual chargers. I forgot mine. Give me one of yours. Now, I wanted to lend him one, but I hesitated. These are expensive cables, and I've lost more than one to random quick borrowers. I politely told him I don't loan out my gear, but there's a kiosk right around the corner that sells chargers. He looks at me like I asked him to donate a heart. You're seriously gonna let me sit here with a dead phone while you have 4 chargers? I tell him I could borrow him for the sake of his dead phone, and he scoffs, you probably got them on Amazon for like $5. Well, if that's the case, then why don't you have one? Anyway, the choosing beggar then plops down in the seat next to OP, pulls out his dead phone, and just sits there. I offered to lend him once more, but he rejected and silently glared at me for the next 20 minutes like I personally ruined his vacation. Apparently, he wanted to give out my charger to him because I had more than one. Sounds like someone wanted to keep a charger, not just borrow it. Also, nicely asking to borrow someone's charger would probably get much better results. This next one, in a looking for art group, I need an artist free of charge, art class digitally made and realistic. How and why are my business? You will know more if you're interested. And the comment, I feel like he's trying to speak with me. Like, dude, what are you asking for? Everything for free? And now, why do people do this? So I'm an artist who's trying to get my start and build a successful career, yet when I get messages asking about commissions, they always end up asking if they need to pay. Like, do they ask that question at a deli? Makes no sense. Y'all want something made by someone else. You want them to take time out of their lives to do something for you, so yes, you have to pay. Late night rant is over, lol. It just frustrates me and many other artists out there. Yeah, people undervaluing art is a huge problem. Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't seen someone who said, but AI can generate it for free. But maybe it's just a matter of time until we see that kind of post. For this next one, come on, just one little free car, please. In a buy nothing group, which by the way doesn't mean buy absolutely nothing. I know this is a big ask, but I'm in search of a 2020 or newer car so I can start doing Uber and Lyft to help my family out financially. Now I know that Uber doesn't just accept any old car, but does it have to be 2020 or newer? Also, there are other ways to make money that don't involve you getting a free car. This next one wants a horse, but can you give me everything, please? I'm looking for horse supplies. Getting 2 horses in May. We'll need everything. I'm a single mom fulfilling a dream. If you know anyone that has extra or unused items, let me know, please. At the very least, they're not asking for free horses, I guess. But yeah, things are about to get real expensive. And now hopefully the prayers are specific enough to get one that's turnkey. Please, Lord, bless us. RV needed for family and ministry with God. Hello, we're a family of 3 who recently embarked into full-time ministry work with God. We are in need of an RV motorhome for traveling to people in need and staying on site. We have no money to repair or restore any project RVs, and would need a completely turnkey unit. We are praying God would lead someone to this posting to donate an appropriate RV so we can travel to minister to/with people. Thank you for taking the time to read this posting. Please, someone bless us, please. For this next one, be my Uber, watch my child and my animals for $3.12 an hour. I posted last week about my sitter canceling on me last minute, etc. Well, I found one for this week, which was great, but I need one for next week and hopefully long term. I'm offering $125 a week to someone that can take me to work and watch my daughter. This I would prefer to be able to meet you sometime this weekend, just since I would need you to start Monday. I would prefer it to be in my home where she's comfortable. I do have 2 dogs and a cat. You will obviously need a valid driver's license. I have to be at work by 9 a.m., so I would need to be picked up around 8:30 and dropped off by 8:55. Plenty of time, my work is 20 minutes away. You would be free to leave around 4:15 when her dad gets off work and relieves you. Please let me know if this is something you would be able to do. Thank you. That is a lot for $125 a week. They're probably not paying for the gas either. And for this next one, I wonder why this is so hard for you. As you'll see, it doesn't exactly take a genius to find out. I'm trying to figure out why it's so hard to find a professional videographer out here in Arizona. My budget is no more than $300. Where are y'all at? Actually sit down and talk with the artist to see if the visual makes sense or can be brought to life. Here are some of the Facebook comments. Not a professional. I know how to do video editing. I have professional programs that I know how to edit with. If you have a camera, maybe I can help recording and editing. I think this is about as close as you're gonna get to an offer, because your budget is insanely low, lol. Or rather LMAO. I don't know why I read LMAO as lol. What is it that you need a professional videographer for? Like others have said, most aren't going to take time out of their schedule for $300. They can be in the thousands. I'd suggest being open to someone who's not currently working as a professional, maybe a student, or maybe that person who commented above. Someone else simply said, add another 0. And the choosing beggar replies, like I told the other lady that felt like he was all about her. This is my budget, and my budget is my budget. If you have something smart to say like you did now, just don't even reply. Simple. Your budget may be your budget, but their going rate is their rate, and you can't change that. Well, you can try to negotiate, but they're not going to negotiate that far down. I'm not being sarcastic though, that's the going rate. If you're having a hard time finding someone for $300, that is why. You may need a friend with an iPhone realistically. For this next one, when OP made that post, it was 42 degrees Celsius in Adelaide. Good lord, that's hot. I need someone to look at my air conditioner, preferably today. It's hot. Yeah, no kidding. I'm on a tight budget, so would prefer an apprentice or someone retired that still works a bit and doesn't charge the earth. I can post a recommendation on my Facebook if you give me a discount, winking face. 2-story house in Elizabeth, so you need to have a long ladder. Something tells me someone retired wouldn't be willing to work in such insane heat. Not even in Australia. And for this next one, this generous OP would like to offer 2 ice cream cakes to families with a child's birthday coming up to help make their celebration even more special. We'll have to provide proof. Message me. And you can see right there they're offering a couple of ice cream cakes. But not only that, they're also offering food boxes ready today. Message me if you need one. Choosing Beggars starts us off. Hello, I would like a box, and I seen in the picture you have frozen funfetti and fresh mozzarella. I can get you a box, but the cakes are for those that have a birthday coming up. Oh, my boyfriend's birthday is February 16th. I should have said for kids, I'm sorry. It already said that on the post itself, by the way. Oh, his daughter's birthday is in March. Please, I really want that funfetti. Really sounds like you want it for yourself. Anyway, I understand, but that's not quite how my pantry works. Do you have proof it's her birthday in March? Choosing Beggar replies, no, but it's fine, I'll still take a box. As if that's how any of this works. but can I have the fresh mozzarella in the box? You can't give it to him for his birthday? No, unfortunately not. Now this makes me wonder if this person even has a child. And for this next one, yesterday I was at the gas station and a woman came up to me explaining that she is very hungry and just wanted something to eat. I let her know that I'm running late, but I'd be more than happy to run in and get some food from inside the gas station with her while my tank filled up. She said, "I don't really like gas station food. I was thinking something else." Okay, so why are you posted up at the gas station? My guess? That's sweet, sweet cash. And for this last one, can someone please do me a huge favor and give me a free table with delivery and carry it up a few flights of stairs? No big deal. Hey, I'm looking for a wooden dining table that someone is giving away and can possibly deliver to this area code. I wouldn't be able to give you money for delivery as I'm struggling financially. I do have a few flight of stairs. I may be able to get transport, but I need hands to lift due to my special needs. And those wooden tables can be real heavy, so good luck with that. So, I'd like to thank all of my members, especially Amethyst Phoenix, Catalan Cormendi, and Mike Hawk. Hold up. You can join simply by clicking the join button below. Feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell if you enjoyed it, and feel free to comment if you've got something on your mind.